G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author David Applegate, author of the book The Boyhood Arcade, Power Games, and Into the Owl's Mound. Before I begin, I'd like to remind you that this channel is sponsored by you, the viewing audience, so please consider becoming a patron and supporting the channel. Now, before I begin, I'll share out the links. So if you can also do the same, please let everybody know we're live. We're live currently on Rumble, YouTube, and X. So please let everybody know we're live. And I'm getting echo because I've got to YouTube. Yep, forgot to mute the background. Sorry. All right, my mistake. Monitoring the chat. Sad the amount of people who troll to these days, but I shouldn't be really surprised. Geez, am I live on X? Yes, I'm live on X. Just right, here we go. Just sharing out the links. Won't be a moment. All right. Here we go. My favorite, of course, is the bundle of holding. And we start with Level Up Adventures, an all-new tabletop adventures for Level Up from Ian Publishing. Level Up Adventures has the starter collection, $12.95. You get the starter box, and Level Up, you get the bonus collection. The Level Up threshold price is $28.31. Leveling Up gets you the complete starter collection and the bonus. Pay the minimum price, $12.95, and get the starter kit, the introductory rulebook with 3 adventures and play aids. It's an upgrade for 5th edition with adventure paths, pre-generated characters, heroes, villains, and monsters, and poster maps. Gate Pass annuals 22-23, 2 years of material for Level Up campaigns. Bonus collection, beat the threshold price and get the Dungeoneer Delver's Guide, comprehensive toolkit for running and exploring dungeons, mazes, lairs, and new options for adventures below the surface. And, of course, monsters. Adventures in Zeitgeist, Steam, Sorcery and Intrigue, a star system of steampunk spacefaring. And To Save the Kingdom, various adventures for Level Up, 400 pages to pit your heroes against dragons, vampire lords, and a mighty fiend. Yep, Level Up, $28.31. Level Up, the base core set, 3 core books, all one price, $24.95. Now, the 3 Level Up core books give you the Adventures Guide, everything you need to create verse and unique heroes, Trials and treasures, the level up journey, exploration rules, regions, discovery, boons, and monstrous menagerie. 600 monsters. Memories of Holdenshire, an introductory level to the level up rules. So, introductory adventure to the level up rules. 115 pages. And the narrator screens, useful for charts and tables. Time to level up. Buy now, one price buys all. Root. From July 23, digital books of the Woodland Adventures from Magpie. Root the role-playing game, core books and many supplements. One price gets you the entire collection for $14.95. Root the role-playing game. War has returned to the woodlands. Details the Marquis de Cat and the Soletta armies to victory over many clearings, but the Erie dynasties rise to oppose her. Meanwhile, the mice, rabbits, and foxes of the woodland do not sit loyally by. The Woodland Alliance, a homegrown rebellion, has emerged to free the woodlands of all their oppressors. Hail, comrades! You and your friends, vagabonds all, travelled amongst the clearings, taking on jobs nobody else will do. Wow, it's a woodland role-playing game for revolutionaries from Mapmaking Games. Travellers and outsiders, new faces haunt the woodlands path. As the war rages on, you've got 4 new factions. Playbook expands vagabonds to include pirates, raiders, scholars, heretics, raconteurs, and more. Dozens of expanded moves and game mechanics. The clearing booklet, more clearings to clear, I guess. Well, it's actually, I actually have this set. It's been a while since I've looked at it. But the original route, this is the quick start, basic apocalypse engine, rules and moves, vagabonds, rulebooks, maps, clearing generation system, factions. Find your roots. One price buys. Yeah, this is back from 23. So, been a lot of sets. But Historica Arcadium Crusades, the 12th century fantasy D&D 5th edition role-playing in the era of the Crusades. One price, $12.95, gets you the entire set. Historica Arcanum, era of the Crusades, journey through the occult history of the Holy Lands of the 12th century. It is 1182. An unexpected truce has been struck between Baldwin, the Leper King, and Saladin, and this has temporarily halted the Crusades. The respite hides an ongoing occult war between eldritch threats that has awakened in the catacombs of Jerusalem and the dunes of Cairo. In the era of Crusades, a full-length sourcebook for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and compatible systems. Explore both cities, meeting iconic characters, uncovering arcane secrets, and slaying the accursed beasts. Historica Arcadium, Sigil of Jerusalem, is a full crusade campaign. From starting with characters 1 to 10, you have huge dungeons, legendary NPCs, immersive handouts, branching storyline to a quest to uncover and destroy the conspiracy in the Holy Lands. Meet Baldwin, the Leper King, Ishmael, father of automatons, Cerebella of Jerusalem, the Mother of Miracles, the Dread Knights, and more. And yes, you do. You go quite throughout the campaign history. So it's quite the campaign, and you have the soundtrack to add ambient music. Only a few days to go on this set. Luminor with 5 days to go. This is from November 21, a modern fantasy role-playing from Morpheus. Liminal is the hidden world of the boundaries between the ordinary and supernatural. $9.95 gets you the entire set. The Luminal collection consists of the core rulebook, the rules and the boundaries of the hidden world in modern UK, academic wizards, scalar mages, vampires and werewolves, men in black working from a secret religious order, a police division investigating 40 crimes. The UK encompasses haunted places, baubles of history, fairy courts, and places of enchantment. You've seen the hidden world and you can't ignore it. Perhaps you're even from it. This is from various fantasy fiction. And Pax Londarium. London in the hidden world of Luminal. Plunge into deep places of heart of London. Meet the hidden that dwell in forgotten places, an ancient vampire, fey courts, ghost realms, statuesque dragons, pig-headed lady, and more beings, malevolent and benign. Also, all intertwined with the ordinary. And no matter what you do not breach the Pax Lundium over the Thames. Luminal Casebook, 14 supernatural mysteries from across the UK, various scenarios and new art for Luminal. 5 days, get the entire collection. Skull Kickers, 10 days ago. PDFs of Jim Zub's image comic fantasy, 1,100 pages of action, comedy, sword, and sorcery. One price, $9.95, gets you the entire collection. You have Skull Kickers, volumes 1 to 6. The first and longest sword and sorcery graphic novel series from Jim Zub, known for his work on Dungeons & Dragons, Conan, Pathfinder, and Avengers. Each volume retailed $8. It's 145 to 160 full-color pages with 5 to 7 issues of the comic run in each volume. They have the shorts, also Tavern Tales, which were written by various guests and artists. Skull Kickers Volume 1. 1,000 Opas and a Dead Body. Meet grave diggers, patchwork zombies, horse thieves, and dark magic. 5 funerals and a bucket of blood. Fueled by stupidity and thirst for petty revenge, boys face a den of thieves, a city of danger, a deadly dinner party, bloodthirsty fae folk, and even bloodthirstier monster vine. 6 shooters in the 7 seas. Mysterious cargo, following fish, scary monsters, food fights, pirates aplenty, and the secrets of the gun. The gun. The almighty gun. Volume 4. AIs on the Evil Island. Madcap Mayhem on Tropical Island. Now you have various other calamities as well. You have the Dozens, Cousins, and Crumpled Crown, which consists of various skirmishes. And you have infinite icons of the endless epic, a cross-dimensional bar brawl to end it all. Did mention he did work on the Avengers, so the multiverse was bound to shit all over everything, right? Now, Cast the Bastards and the Great Grotesque, a 10th anniversary comic and RPG adventure. This is a mission, the Academy of Serious Sorcery and Holistic Occult Learning. Warped Wizardry, Wizardical ones, wicked witchcraft willed by weeping wimps and woeful waifs. An epic comic story and campaign-length dungeon crawl for 5th edition. It's the world of the Skull Crushers. Yay, time to kick some skulls for $9.95. It's quite a price for a cartoon collection of that magnitude. Now, from Hit Point Press, we have Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting. This is a massive hardcover digital PDF, a bit pricey at 122 AUD. Let me tell you what that is in greenbacks. Okay, $122 dues. It's currently $80 US dollars might have, plus the transfer fees, about 82. This is 600 pages of monster hunting, love crafting, grilling and barbecuing. Wow. Rules for harvesting fallen folks, crafting, tracking, random encounters, maps, etc. For quite a big collection here. For monsters, of course, you have monster tamers, subclasses. Yeah, it's a monster. It's basically a monster hunt where you tame them or cook them. Up to you. It's a Dungeon in a Box. Now, this is a subscription where you have an ongoing monthly campaign with, and what do you get when you subscribe? You have adventure books, monsters, tables, encounters, a month of adventurings in a year-long arc. You can run each as a one-shot or engage in a long campaign in which you get encounter maps, epic world maps, sculpted minis from resin, and you get skinny minis and 3D terrain, unlock abilities, etc. And you have a digital dungeon. And of course, you do also have access to a library of one-shots. Dungeon in a Box is an epic subscription, and they're currently offering $1 for their first month subscription. They do international shipping. Customers responsible for data, any extra additional costs, yes. That's Dungeon in a Box. It is literally a dungeon in a box. Now, the Quill of Damocles is commissions open, and what does the Quill do? The Quill makes D&D maps on Patreon, Roll20, and DTRPG, and also takes commissions. And this is the current release. We have an epic dungeon, the woodlands and the ruins. More, what make of it what you will. And of course, a portal to hell, perhaps, or a epic crossroads over a fiery pit. You decide. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Now, of course, this is all brought to you by the patrons of Future Fantasy, my homebrew science fiction fantasy setting for TD6. Now, I think if there was enough demand for Roll20, I would probably do it. But right now, with so much stuff to do, but I might consider, depending. Now, Future Fantasy is the core setting of Future Fantasy is the Empire of Elves, one of the 7 races. And of course, we also help fund the production of videos. Recently, I had an unboxing of my Lego pen. Yay, Lego! And I got battle maps and over 100 articles of spells, magic, races for science fantasy settings. So please and thank you for coming to the. Thanks to all those that are over 200 posts. Thanks to the members for your contribution. I appreciate it. And hopefully more of you will join and more of you will become paying customers as well. Now, you don't have to subscribe on Patreon. Patreon now allows individual posts to be unlocked for a month for a fee. You can unlock a post that, well, it's up to you, of course, but, you know, it's not for resale, but for entertainment purposes only. So once you unlock it, you can download, you use it for your personal use forever and a day. So you don't have to become an ongoing patron, but those who do support the creation of artwork, and over time I improve. If there's any, I constantly update. So if there's anything that needs changing or fixing or balancing, although nothing is, I don't really balance anything. I actually do think, yeah, people are going to play the meta no matter what you do. So there are going to be overpowered monsters, absolutely, and overpowered players. I mean, you don't play a boomer shooter like to lose, do you? Yeah. So please consider becoming a patron today. Support the channel. Really helps out. But you can just start with a like, a share, and a subscribe. If you're not so inclined, make a donation to become a patron. Make a donation through Ko-Fi. But if you do, I have RPG and writing, as well as my books and merch. Please and thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye for now.